right, coming up next, it is the UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world between the Boss and Francis Ngannou. All right, so here is the heavyweight power threat, Francis Ngannou. Couple of outliers on his resume, the weird fight against Derek Lewis, but he came back in a big way. Back-to-back knockouts of Curtis Blaydes and Cain Velasquez that put him right back into heavyweight title contention.
If you're a fan of the sport and you see a young fighter like Francis Ngannou, that's exactly the type of response you want from him when he had a rough go. Go back to the drawing board, come back re-motivated, focus on the task at hand, start knocking people out, get back, use what got you to the show in the beginning. In the knockout of Blaydes, in the knockout of Cain, showed that Francis Ngannou is once again ready to move himself back into title contention.
And his knockout of Alistair Overeem in 2017, the knockout of the year, according to most.
Spaceship.
Overeem still in orbit.
Yes, he is. Yes.
All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas. Knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? Tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. We send it inside the octagon, we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Paris, France, introducing the challenger, Francis the Predator Ngannou. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Dana White.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch glove, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch gloves and we are underway. All right, so here we are from the world's most famous arena. It is, of course, Madison Square Garden. This is where the thug row scene went down, DC.
This is where it happened, JD. Lost for words, so I yelled the same thing over and over again. Pick Rose Namajunas, and you can hear me yell, Thug Rose, Thug Rose, Thug Rose.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. There it is, longer reach paying dividends as he counters with a punch. Dana White gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and finding your hit.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. It's such a fast leg kick.
Oh, that's a big hook to the chin. Single collar tie now.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Francis Ngannou. Both fighters throwing heat now. Well, he got his head snapped back by that straight hand there, and he's shown a vulnerability tonight by leaning right into that punch as he tries to set up his own offense. May want to focus on some defense here moving forward. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down. Ooh, what a punch. Ooh, head kick lands, this hurts.
Lands flush with that right hand. Oh, how about the right hand from Francis Ngannou? It's hard to watch. I can't imagine it feels awful.
You watch Francis put out an entire generation of heavyweight that came before him. Put out Overeem, put out Velasquez, put out Dos Santos, and he did it all with that beautiful right hand. It is one of the deadliest weapons in all of martial arts.
Well, as usual, this outstanding striker has come out aggressively tonight, almost as if he's double parked outside.
Dude's trying to get the job done and get it done quickly, but he doesn't waste any action. Everything is so tight and crisp. That's why he lands, and he can be so aggressive.
Missed with that right hand. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this? He loaded up on that right hand too.
Oh, combination lands, and it seemed like almost every strike found the target.
He's so accurate when he decides to attack. It is a sight to behold.
Uppercut attempt does not get to the target. Nice job defending. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he gonna do to follow up?
Oh, beautiful knee to the body by him there. Again, we talked off the top about his size advantage, and he put it to good use there.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. He is getting lit up right now, John.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, huge left hand from Francis Ngannou. Every time he loads up and extends, you feel like the fight might be ending.
Yeah, absolutely. And the whole crowd holds their breath. Right? You hear a big exhale. Every time Francis loads up to go finish a fight, you hear the crowd take all the air in because they're ready to explode. That's the type of performer, that's the type of fighter that Francis is. Ooh, big shot lands.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. What an end to round one. All right, right, well, good news, bad news here. Good news, round is over. Bad news, the cut on his lip, as nasty as we've ever seen in the UFC. Really, really bad. And you got to think at some point the doctor's going to get called in. If it's any worse than it is now, this fight is going to be stopped. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
Second round here.
Beautiful kick.
Oh, that is a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how to stay.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Oh, big left hook there. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy, put him to sleep. Now he's on top of him looking for a finish.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Nice hammer fist. Ngannou's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here.
Good punch land.
Just missed with the left there. Right lands. Got the single collar tie. Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume, and his student has certainly followed up on that imperative.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable.
The Predator gets hit with a kick.
Oh, he just hurt him, he just hurt him.
3 minutes to go in round two. Oh, really?
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh, he got him hurt bad.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke. Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. There is the tap. So he submits courtesy of the rear naked choke. That guy's got a squeeze on.
He does a great job securing the position, getting under the neck, and then hiding his hands in order to get the finish. Fantastic performance by this fighter. What a fight!
Well, yeah, so the work in the gym pays off here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Gorgeous setup on the choke, and I think even better execution down the stretch. Clearly, it was sunk in deep. His opponent had no choice but to tap or take a nap. In this case, he chose to tap out. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, and new undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Francis the Predator Ngannou.
Well, DC, you know how much I love crowning new champions, and when we get to see these men and women realize these dreams, but to do it at heavyweight, man, just incredible to see this guy realize a UFC title.
And you look at the emotion on his face, you can tell that this is a dream that he has had for a long time, and now it is realized. Congratulations to the champ and his entire team.
And best of luck trying to defend it,
Oh,
by the
yeah,
way.
man.